This 26 Sports and CCTV High School Volleyball presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Old Todd Bruggeman. Okay, welcome back everybody to Cadillac. Dan Gussert along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action here as the Vikings have taken the first two games, 25-21 and 25-18. And the Vikings that time, Dan, they kind of got off to a big lead. Traverse City made a little bit of a run in the middle, but then they kind of finished them off at the end there.
You know, it's you're right, Bill. It's just a different kind of game than what we've seen from the Vikings. It kind of ended in a different way. You saw, you know, the first game ended with junior Brooke Kahani just pounding one for the 25th point. It seems like she's about a third-year senior as long as she's played, as often as we've got to watch her over the years.
Right.
And in the second game, you got a freshman that finishes off Traverse City in Miss Brines.
Yeah.
So passing of the torch maybe. Certainly we'll see those two together out on the floor next season. But the Brines girl is coming right up along and just looks real strong now.
Got the crazies going right now. I remember when Phil Brenz back in the days would do the Moses parting of the water. Wasn't that a good one?
Parting of the water. I've seen that a little bit. I think he passed that on to Connor Kasuba. We saw Connor Kasuba doing that a little bit. Well, I'm not sure how that all works out, how one student decides who to give it to, but it's kind of a tradition, I think.
Oh, yeah. We want to let everybody know that boys and girls basketball will be coming up on My News 26 and CCTV, and also high school hockey.
Hockey, right around the corner. All these sports are. And
we could certainly use some more sponsors for the winter sports. Mackenzie Hurley pounds down the first point for Traverse City. We definitely could use some sponsors. It'd be nice to see some new ones coming in, joining us this winter.
Yep. Yeah, so if you're out there watching and you're interested in maybe helping out with that, or you know a business, you want to go talk to somebody there and kind of pave the way, please do so. And just give the station a contact. I'll give you that phone number here in a minute.
Olivia Phoebing just had an ace and then another hard rocket serve, and that one's long off the hand of Brooke Kahani.
And that phone number, Bill, is 577-1844. And we'll be getting those seasons rolling pretty quick.
And we want to say thank you to our Traverse City sponsors that's joining us tonight.
We'll get a couple out of Traverse City tonight.
Oh, pounding it down is Maggie McCrary. She's been everywhere tonight. Who are those?
Just Trucks and Cherry Capital RV. And we've got Cherryland Electric Cooperative doing that for us tonight.
Yeah, that's great to see the out-of-town folks joining in. Wow, look at that serve. Dan, that is about as hard as you can hit it.
And just like that, it's 5-0, and quick timeout by Coach Brines.
Yes.
And I tell you what, those are earned 5.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that last one.
So this Friday, which will be the 19th of October, we have Lake City playing Sanford Meridian, and Jeff Castillo is going to be out there with, we just found out that Todd Golnick is going to be doing color with him.
Good to have Todd there.
Yep. And then
Lake City's looking to kind of get
go
into
undefeated.
Playoff form, go undefeated. You know, another win might give them the potential to host 3 games.
That's right. For sure the first 2 probably.
I would guess the first 2,
yep.
You know, assuming that they win.
Assuming that they win. But even if they lose, they're probably still going to host the first game. That's what they're saying. That one sails a little bit on Olivia, but, boy, give her credit on some really tough serves.
And you and I are back here Friday night for a final home game for the 2018 Catholic High School football team. Actually, you might be a little late, I hear, and that's okay.
Potentially,
we've got maybe Jason Main stepping in to fill your big feet. Your big shoes, maybe for a few minutes or maybe for the night. We'll see how that all goes, everybody.
That's right. That is going to be parents' night, too, Dan, on Friday night for the football game. McKenna with a pass, but it goes into the net. Good try by Renee to grab it out of the net.
Got a big football game down in East Lansing on Saturday.
Ooh, baby.
As the Wolverines visit the Spartans. Interstate rivalry at its best.
And they just came off 2 big victories this past weekend. There's a great save by Phoebe. Now Goodwin puts it cross court. Bryans with a quick set in the middle, but Brooke Kahani is blocked by McCrary.
McCrary, 8-1 just like that. Yeah, the Wolverines with a big win over the Badgers of Wisconsin in dominating fashion, and the Spartans were pulling a pretty big upset, scoring in the last few seconds to beat that Penn State team.
Yeah. There's Renee Bryans finding that gap in the defense again.
This is the kind of game I would think if I'm Coach Bryans, I'm thinking, all right, this was an 8-1 game. Let's see what my players have in them fortitude-wise, because you may see them behind a little bit and have a lot of adversity playoff-wise here coming up real soon. So you want to look for those kids to grow and understand that you could be down 8-1, you can come back.
There's another set to McCrary, and she puts it down with authority. But right before that, Chloe Comstock had made a great save for the Vikings. But McCrary is just, she's a junior, and watch out for her next year, Dan. I mean, watch out for her right now. Macy Brown pushes it back corner. Nice save by Kosh. Goodwin. Brown. Free play now for Traverse City. They'll give it to Goodwin again. She tips it in the middle for the point. They're playing very smart volleyball right now.
They are playing very solid volleyball. I like the back set out of that. Kind of not what you expected from that. It really threw the Vikings off on the defensive slides.
Grace Lord serves it for Traverse City. Nice pass up front. Off the hands. Vikings will reset. Macy Brown. Good dig in the back by Kosh. Oh, and a little bit of a misfire there by Traverse City, so the Vikings stop the bleeding. It's 10-3 right now.
Brooke Lorenz coming in to serve here for the Vikings.
Brooke floats on back, and both players were right there. Goodwin and Phoebe. Miscommunication. Brooke Lorenz with her second serve. It's 10-4. This time she goes to the opposite side. Out wide, nice play off the hands by number 3, Jordan Burnham.
Looks like Mackenzie Hurley in for Traverse City up to the front of the net.
There's a good hard serve to the back row. Brooke Lorenz gets it up, and Macy Brown just puts it over the net. Lord with a quick set. Vikings put it right back down. Great play there to punch it over. Vikings go to Chloe Comstock, and she gets the kill. Wow, just a lot of good plays on both sides.
You can definitely see why these are two of the stronger programs in the Big North this year.
Good pass. Another quick set. Hurley with a good hit. Vikings get a block. Comstock is blocked by, who was that, Dan? Hurley?
I think that was Hurley.
Okay.
They are now up back to that 7-point lead. 12-5.
They're keeping the pressure on the Vikes this game. Macy Anderson, number 5. Macy floats them back to McKenna Bryant. Bryant's pushed it over the net. Meindertsma tried to get it over. The Vikings will get the point.
Well, this is about that time of the matches that we've seen where the Vikings just kind of kick it into a different gear, Bill. We'll see how it is here with this one. It's 12-6. Let's see what happens.
There's a great serve by Maggie Neese, and that'll, I don't think it's counted as an ace, but it's close to an ace.
I wouldn't say it's been any particular person serving over the 3 times or 4 times we've seen them play this year. It's just kind of their MO.
Right.
They're good as
that
sets
one,
go on.
Yeah, that one
Games
hit the beams, and the Traverse City got it back. There's another push to the middle. Renee's done that at least 3 times tonight. That really makes the defense think, Dan. They can't get into a certain position. Got to watch out for that middle gap. Burnham never got it over the net, so now the Vikings quickly have cut it to 12-9, and a timeout by Jen Wright.
Wise timeout right there. It's the Vikings that picked up 3 points in a row. While we have a moment, our sponsors again tonight, our presented sponsor is the Munson Healthcare Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and also Great Lakes Energy. Out of the Traverse City area tonight, Cherryland Electric Cooperative, Just Trucks and Cherry Capital Pizza. Cherry Capital RV. Here in Cadillac, Pizza Plus, Cadillac Tire, and Fox Motors of Cadillac. About time to get your vehicles into Cadillac Tire.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe up to Just Trucks. Get your RVs in, get a little antifreeze going in the system, get the new snow tires going.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe stop into Fox Motors and just get yourself something new.
That's right. Windshield wipers, that's always a good thing to change them out for the winter, too. All right, back to the action now in the middle to Brooke Kahani. Nice pick up there by the Trojans, and we've got
another
a
point for the Vikings.
Net play. Maggie Neeson now is on a little bit of a run serving for the Vikes. It's 12-10. That's a really good serve. Phoebing with a perfect pass out wide to Mindertsma. Comstock to Brown, back to Comstock. She cuts one into the middle and gets the point. Kind of falling backwards.
I don't know what it is about this point of the game for the Vikings, but I tell you what, if you're a coach and you could bottle it, you could sell it and make a lot of money because this is something to watch.
Yeah, there's an ace for Maggie Neese. 12-12. Was it 12-4 at one point?
12-5.
12-5.
7-point lead again.
Okay.
Vikes have put 7 in a row up here. Looking to go for 8.
There's a good pass to Grace Lord. Now Burnham did not get it over the net. The streak continues for Cadillac.
I have not heard, Bill, I don't know if you have, if they've done district volleyball draws yet.
They have.
Okay. What's the word for the Vikings here? Why don't you give us that information if you have it.
Okay.
After this point.
The Vikings will open up on the road against Benzie, and they're in the district with Ludington, Manistee, Reed City, Benzie.
Is it Kingsley up in that too?
No, Kingsley's in the other district. Kingsley is with
Kingsley's to the north?
Yeah. But Cadillac will play Benzie to start off, and I think Manistee drew a bye in that bracket, so they'll play the winner of Ludington and Reed City.
Okay.
So, there's a huge hit off from Marley Mindertsma. Macy was just lucky to protect herself on that one. So, yeah, Coach was saying that this is one of the few years, only the second time ever that Kingsley's not in their district in the last, I think, 10 years.
Okay.
Macy Brown pushes one over the net. A good dive there. The Vikings will have to recover. Macy sees that corner, and she's got it.
I think she was aiming for Bruce.
Yeah.
Job by Bruce to make the call. And understand the players are coming at him, so he's kind of doing that slide backwards. He's always done a nice job with refereeing, whether that be basketball or volleyball over the years.
McKenna Bryant to Macy Brown, out wide to Anessa Liptek. Annie Hunt will set it for Mindertsma. Blocked beautiful by Brooke Kohani. Brooke read that thing beautiful. 15-14 now the Vikings with the lead. We're in game number 3. That thing was knuckling down from Chloe. There's a huge hit on the line. Who was that? Was that Mindertsma again?
That was.
Well, first you had Maggie McCrary, now Meindertsma. Now McCrary's back in up front. Watch out for her.
This is who's this serving, Bill?
Olivia Fiebing.
And she has a solid serve.
Oh, yeah. Look at that thing.
There's a lot of movement on it and a lot of velocity.
Macy Brown.
Vikings have had a hard time with her serve throughout this match.
Yeah. Because it's right, about
level.
chest high, and you can't really let it go because it's right at you. There's another one. Wow. That one's going to go into the net. A great attempt there by the Vikings, but it's going to
net.
Yeah, must have been a net. So Fiebing has
that's a weapon right there.
Oh, it is, and she's probably had 5 or 6 points this game alone on her serve. That one just hits the tape.
Vikings will be glad to see her slide out of that spot,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully in the back of their minds they're thinking, we don't want her back for the rest of this game.
Right. Let's see if Renee will try and drop one in short. Yeah, she does. There's McCrary. She is hot.
With a 2-point lead, 18-16, and we've got subs coming in. We've got number 4, number 12 coming in for Traverse City, Mallory Kosh, and Madison Goodwin.
If I'm the Trojans, I just keep feeding McCrary up front. I mean, there's not even a question.
Those are the 2 seniors for the Traverse City club that just came back on the floor.
Brooke Kahani has her shot blocked by Madison Goodwin and McCrary. 19-16. And Mallory Kosh will serve it up. She's number 4. Left-hander. McKenna with the perfect pass. They push it into the middle, and a good dig there by Annie Hunt. Grace Lord puts one a little bit too long. But credit Annie Hunt there with a great slide and dig.
Looks like we see Maggie Neese coming in for the Vikings, jumping up to the front row.
Now Brooke Kahani serves it deep. Kosh and Hunt. Kosh is going to push it back to Chloe. Now out wide to Macy Brown, and she just beautiful placement. Thought she was going to swing hard on it, but faked everybody out.
Just kind of glided into that one, got a little bump on it, and just over the fingertips of Traverse City's front line.
There's a nice serve. It'll come up to the net to Hunt. Touching it and getting it in is Maggie McCrary, and she has incredible vertical leap and hang time.
She has good ups.
Now serving is Grace Lord, and that's a tough serve too. In the middle to Maggie Neese, off the hands and in for the point.
Off the hands and in.
Yes.
Now that was definitely going to say that was deflected at the net, so even if it had gone out,
it was going to be their point. Brooke Lorenz for the Vikings will try and tie it up. It's 19-20. They are down by 1 in game number 3. Little short serve, tricky one there.
Yeah,
that one never made it over, right, Dan?
I don't think she planned that serve going where it was. I think that was a mishit.
Yeah.
Ended up going just over that and on the line. Ended up being well placed, and the Vikings tied at 20.
Good pass up to Grace Lord. Pushed and out of bounds by Maggie McCrary, one of the few times she's had a miscue.
Nice play by McKenna Bryant as she slides to make that play and then catches where the line is and says nope. And we get a timeout by Traverse City. While we've got that timeout going on, we want to mention Heather Stilson's out in the truck doing the director's job here tonight. And Lindsay Loudy's taking care of all those graphics and score updates for you folks. And down on the floor tonight, running our camera down on the floor, he is Preston Soriano. And up here, not too far from Bill and I, in the upper levels of the gymnasium, we've got Damian Brooks and Autumn Rodriguez.
And we do want to mention again from our sports are produced with cooperation between Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center, CCTV, and My News 26. Great program there, getting students some experience, hands-on experience with broadcasting and running the cameras and just the whole production.
You know, those folks are here, 2.5 hours before game time, sometimes even a little longer, getting set up, getting ready. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. You put them in the foul weather, and they're out there doing the same things, and not too much complaining when they're out in that foul weather. I know I would be complaining probably a lot more than they would. But they do a fantastic job, Bill, and it's just a nice program.
Right. Sometimes they get pizza, so that's nice.
That's never a bad thing.
That's right. Huge hit there by Maggie McCrary.
I imagine we'll see the 26 Sports and CCTV warm coats on them pretty soon. Probably this Friday night at the high school football broadcast that we do, because it's not supposed to warm up much by Friday, if any.
Maggie McCrary with the serve. Good pass up to Renee Brines. Chloe Comstock tips it over the net. Here's a quick hit there. Great dig by Bryant. Now to Macy Brown, cross court. Grace Lord will set it up this time for Goodwin. Good pass up front. Watch out for the beam. Maggie Neese to McKenna. McKenna a little bit long. Yes, she did.
You know, when folks are purchasing the DVDs that we'll mention again here one more time, you know, a lot of that cost, that's paying for, you know, not just the cameras and the cables and the monitor that you and I have up here, but it's also those warm coats for those kids outside.
Oh, yeah.
The wet weather gear.
Oh, there's a mishit there.
Just a lot of things.
Right.
The truck, making sure it's updated and safe, you know, for the travels of those kids.
Yeah, and your what was that? Your 5-year contract you signed with the signing bonus and everything.
Yes,
I think some of it goes to that.
Yep. Eric Watilla, I think, signed me to a lifetime contract here.
Vikings call a timeout, Dan, as the Trojans take a 23-22 lead, and good all-around play by both teams. It's been just an exciting match here in the third game.
This third game especially, you know, Traverse City started out strong, and several times had a 7-point lead.
Yeah.
Cadillac battled back, took a little bit of lead themselves. And in the last minute or two here, we see just a little bit of back and forth, and right now TC with the lead and the serve.
And Maggie McCrary, number 8, has had just a fantastic night here so far, Dan. She's really, I mean, you see a lot of good players, but her vertical has got to be up there with some of the best that we've seen. There's a huge hit there by Macy Brown, but a good play. Now Burnham will just put it over the net. The Vikings, Brine in the middle to Brown. That one is tipped.
A little too much height, I think, on that one.
Right. This one hit the beams.
A bad break.
And a good try, but the Vikings. Bad break. Yes, it was, because
they were setting that back into the middle of the floor, hit the beam up above, and came back off the floor.
Tied up at 23. Macy Brown with the serve to Phoebe. Grace Lord puts it back off the hands. The Vikings recover. Brown's going to push it to the far corner. Lord this time is going to get it up higher for Goodwin. Brown to Chloe. Renee Brines puts a short shot that's handled easily there by Burnham. Goodwin, back row to Lorenz. In the middle, Maggie Neese. Oh, what a save there by Phoebe. There's a push shot there, taken by Lord. Out wide to Burnham. Vikings are going to set it this time back to Macy Brown. A nice diving dig there by Lord. Goodwin winds up. McKenna stops it, pushed it to the corner. Out wide to Goodwin. Off the antenna, the Vikings get one of the...
I tell you what, there was a lot in that volley, but what I really noticed was Macy Brown with the serve. I mean, it was instant. Traverse City, it wasn't really in position when she made that serve, ready to get going. It was just a quick serve and a smart play on her part.
In the middle now, Maggie Neese tried to end it. Good play by Traverse City to block that one. Brown pushes it. Oh, great save by Phoebe. Good win.
And that's it. We got a 2-hit call right there again on Traverse City.
Oh, my word, Dan. I didn't see it.
That'll be the final.
And that'll be the 3-game sweep for the Vikings. 25-23, one of the most exciting matches, even though Vikings swept. It was close. So we're going to take a quick timeout. Dan and I will be back with a wrap. You are watching girls high school volleyball action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Stay tuned for the postgame.